Want to know everything regarding a brand new DreamWorks destination, play areas reopening, a resort reopening after being closed for over a year, and more? Well, you're in the right place, for you're watching Lunu, your weekly Universal news and updates, where I go over all of that and more. But let's not continue on for an introduction and get straight into the video with my first topic. General news, a topic where I get to talk about trolls and velociraptors, which is amazing in my opinion. So this week, a new DreamWorks destination character meet and greet will replace Barney, and it will open this spring. It will feature Kung Fu Panda, Madagascar, Shrek, and more, and you can see some of the more later in this video. Now, it was also announced that this will be themed to the DreamWorks opening screen, and therefore themed to night, and have lights and music. Cast member previews of the DreamWorks destination happened on Friday. It was seen that characters from Troll, Madagascar, Shrek, and yet again possibly more do a dance show, then take pictures with guests. Also, on Saturday, soft openings happened for DreamWorks destination to the general public. This showed us that there is a covered queue, which has a blue curtain, some facade elements, and stars projected onto the ground. The blue curtain covers what was Peekaboo's house for the previous day in a park with Barney, and stands next to the curtain had TVs that were playing the trailer for Pixar's new Spirit Untamed film. This also showed us some more details on how the event works and what it looks like. The theater is almost the same, just with Pixar characters added to the buildings and murals of them on the walls. Parties are assigned a number on the floor and they stand on that number. While people are not seeing character, team members hype up the crowd. Now, benches are also available on the outer wall. Markers are placed on the ground to indicate where guests should stand to get a good picture with the characters additionally. And team members also join the characters on the stage, dancing with them to make these numbers look even better. Additionally, it was seen that with this, that when the theater hits capacity, the doors close. Guests can leave the theater whenever they feel free, and when capacity is not hit, the doors reopen. This show also features different characters at different times, but mainly from Trolls, Madagascar, or Shrek. It was also said that the characters dance, take pictures, then rotate to a different part of the theater. Now, one of the outdoor frames was used too that went up a week or two ago. A penguin from Madagascar was doing meet and greets in front of this frame. Away from DreamWorks destination, the Today Show, in a giveaway, leaked some POV footage of the first launch and barrel roll of the Velocicoaster, which looks really cool. Also, there's some comedic gold, which I'm just going to show you in this really quickly.
Velocicoaster!
Also, there was a Velocicoaster previews on Monday, and the wait capped at 75 minutes. These continued on Tuesday, but they actually closed early. But don't worry, because they also happened on Wednesday, where the ride actually went down for an hour and reopened 5 minutes before the park closed. Additionally, they happened on Friday, and it seems that for some of the carts, the front row was not being seated on this day for some reason. Don't know if it was for cinematic reasons or what, but the front row was not being seated. Also, these continued on Saturday. The coaster would close and run empty trains, then reopen. The wait would hit 55 minutes throughout the day. Also, previews happened on Sunday. Yeah, they happened every day of the week, so if you want to get on the Velocicoaster before its grand opening, you can go now, because it'll probably be doing previews. Additionally, Fievel's Playland reopened. Hand sanitizer is now available here, and a bunch of slides are closed. Things like the Small Child Bounce House are open, however, things like the Ball Pit, Rope Climb, and Mouse Climb are closed. But the water slide is open. You do need a mask to ride it though. Also, there was a private event in Islands of Adventure on Tuesday. Menus were placed for the event, and this is the first time something like this has happened in over 14 months, which is really fun. Also, a little bit of a bigger update, a new raptor attends Raptor Encounter. His name is Bravo, and he is a raptor that does not have a stripe that marks him like Blue, Delta, Echo, or Charlie. However, he's a fun new raptor. He is already there, so you can meet Bravo now, and Bravo is a really fun addition to this pack. Also, for a birthday, the Mummy hit its 17th anniversary of being open as of Friday. Good job, Mummy. Also, just for a fun fact, did you know that this ride was originally in the works to actually be based off of Stephen King books, but then they changed it to The Mummy because of how popular it was? Something you might not have known, but it's a fun fact. So on to some kind of smaller things in this topic. More than one party can now be seated in a Hogwarts Express cabin. It seems though that they are not being loaded to capacity, so if that's what you're worried about, they won't put 8 people in, because that's the maximum amount that is allowed to go in a cabin is 8 people. They generally do not do that. They generally try to keep it down to about 4. So just be aware of this for your next trip. Also, Jurassic Park River Adventure is now seating every row also, meaning that you can sit in every row, and you can get wet in every row. Jurassic Park River Adventure is an awesome ride, and even if you get the safe row, which I'm pretty sure is 3 rows back from the front, you're gonna get soaked, but it's a really good water ride. Also, tables were placed back in front of Music Plaza stage. Nothing gigantic here, however, it's a fun little thing that is here, so if you want to sit down, you can do it in the beating hot sun, because geez, it was almost 100 degrees. It's just, you want shade in Florida, just trust me. Also this week, a taxi photo op in Islands of Adventure reappeared after disappearing for a few weeks. So you can now take this fun photo op in Islands of Adventure in Port of Entry. Also, Hollywood Red Rocket went down on Wednesday morning due to wind, and additionally with that, Revenge of the Mummy went down on Wednesday due to technical issues. Now, the ride is 17 years old, it's gonna have some technical issues, and it happens a lot. However, you can always look forward to a good ride on the Mummy. So we talked a lot about DreamWorks Destination, however, you might want to see what the outside of it actually looks like, and we're going to dive straight into that in my next topic. Construction, where you can see a lot more about that later in the video I was talking about earlier. So this week, the areas by the frames at the old A Day in the Park with Barney received painting on Wednesday. And later in the week, they were given banners for popular DreamWorks movies for the DreamWorks Destination attraction. The movies include Gabby's Dollhouse, Spirit, and Trolls. Also, DreamWorks Destination was added to a directional sign where the Barney sign used to be here. This used to be a restroom sign before, actually, I believe, and now it is for DreamWorks Destination. Over in Islands, individual stones on the Jurassic Park arches were actually being painted, just more of the refurbishments happening around Isla Nublar in order for the Velocicoaster to be open and have everything look pretty. Also, the part of the wooden frame that supports the rope on Bruce the Shark's photo op returned. The rope has not returned yet, but the wood part has, so we can probably look forward to next week or the week after having the rope return to Bruce the Shark's photo op. So, you can look forward to that. Also, Toon Lagoon signs and fountain area were being refurbished. There is 2 in the Toon Lagoon land. Now, if you don't know, the reason why I say fountain and sign is because actually under the Toon Lagoon signs, there are fountains, and all of that is being refurbished. Additionally, social distancing markers were being removed from the Hogwarts Express queue. These are no longer here. They are now seating more than one party in here, as I told you earlier, so it makes sense getting rid of things like these, especially when there's only 3 feet social distancing now. It's basically just like that naturally without markers, so it makes sense to get rid of them. Also, the area where the old queue was for the 3 broomsticks now has barrel tables placed in it that serve as extra tables for the Hogshead. Next up, the palm trees of the Velocicoaster entrance that were barricaded off last week now have their grates, and the barriers were removed, making the entrance look a lot cleaner. Finally, on Tuesday, barricades were set up leading into the Studios Park, however, they were never actually used. So that was a lot of stuff that happened in Isla Nublar to pretty it up for the Velocicoaster. However, a lot of other stuff has happened in this island, and we can take a look at that in my next topic. Food and restaurants, definitely the tastiest topic that I have. So this week, Pizza Predatoria added a loaded Italian sandwich, which has ham, capicola, salami, lettuce, tomato, provolone, Italian dressing, and aioli. And then also a chicken pampito sandwich, which is marinated pampito chicken, shredded lettuce, plum tomato, mayo ketchup, Parmesan cheese, and potato sticks. Both come with a side salad, which isn't anything that special. Also, Burger Digs added a new asado burger. This must be ordered at a register and cannot be mobile ordered. The burger is a Costa Rican-inspired black Angus patty, sweet plantains, avocado, pork belly, garlic mayonnaise, and a Raptor scored brioche bun. Also, Thunder Falls Terrace added a prehistoric wing platter, which is char-grilled wings marinated with olive and spices, then tossed in a sweet chili sauce, served with cilantro, lime rice, black beans, and plantain chip. So they actually hit almost every food area in Isla Nublar, excluding the watering hole. Also this week, Kids Zone Pizza was open on Saturday. And yes, these are the prices. Stuff in Universal is expensive. A slice of pizza will cost you $11. Finally, the Battery Park, which is by Transformers, food signs now have icons to show what food is vegan, vegetarian, or gluten-free. So those have been some kind of longer topics that have big things in them. However, we can see something absolutely massive in a smaller topic for my next topic. Resorts, where like other videos, I only actually have one update, which is that this week it was announced that the Adventura Hotel will be reopening on June the 16th. This will be the last of Universal Orlando resorts to reopening, and it's a big step towards normalcy, which is amazing. We've been taking a lot of steps towards normalcy with social distancing going down, masks not having to be on outside, and a ton of things like that, and I'm happy that we've got it to here. Now, granted, because of tourism, Orlando and Florida in general is taking steps a lot faster than other states in the US. However, it's good to see that things are going back to normal, as I'm sure that it makes almost everybody happy. So that was some stuff about outside of the parks, and how about we continue that with my next topic. City Walk, another small but important topic. So this week, Two Cents Chocolate Emporium no longer requires guests to use hand sanitizer or gloves to get bulk candy. The bulk candy scoop system is now as it was before the pandemic, with guests scooping candy and then returning the scoop to its holder. This is how it is normally, and you've probably seen systems like this before if you've been in areas where they have bulk candy. Everything is how you would expect it to work and is a lot easier to use. Also, Velocicoaster grand opening pins are now available at the Universal Studios Legacy Store, which if you've been there within the past couple of years, is where the old Universal store used to be. Finally, some pavement started painting because they put yellow and purple pavement throughout City Walk just so that it can look fun. So I've talked about a lot of stuff that the general public can get access to, but let's talk about some things that a specific group of people is applied to in my next topic. UOAP News, where yet again I only have one update, much like resorts. So this week, the previously revealed UOAP Velocicoaster shirt became available in the UOAP Lounge, Velocikiosk, and Toon Extras. So you can now get this in stores and all of these places. However, I believe you can only get it if you are a UOAP, so keep that in mind. So that's some new merchandise that only UOAPs can get, but let's not exclude everybody else and look at what they can get in my next topic. Merchandise. We have a lot of stuff regarding dinosaurs, but people love dinosaurs, right? So this week, a pack of 3 dinosaur pins, a Raptor and Gallimimus pin pack, keychains for Triceratops and T-Rex, a Mr. DNA keychain with a DNA strand hanging off of it, a Mr. DNA fanny pack, a They Were Here First ball cap and pin, a T-Rex pin, a Dinosaur Observation Committee pin, a Jurassic World DNA logo pin, a T-Rex compass keychain, a Jurassic World logo DNA keychain, a Blue the Raptor keychain, a Camp Cretaceous Stegosaurus sign, T-Rex encounter sign, and Camp Cretaceous Jurassic World entrance sign became available. It's a lot of stuff for Jurassic World, but it's all fun merchandise that you can now get in the parks. Also, Harry Potter Gringotts Golden mini backpacks, crossbody circular backpacks, and wallets, or more specifically, card holders, became available. And these are fun and shiny and look like galleons. They're gold and cool. So if you want these, you can get them now. Also, at the Target Training Carnival game in Jurassic Park, you can now win a raptor pillow as a prize, and it's a fun thing that you can come home and be proud of that you got. Also, a Hello Kitty Fast and the Furious pin and keychain became available in the Hello Kitty shop. Stuff like this has come previously, and they're adding on to it with this for the Hello Kitty parody Fast and the Furious line, so you can now pick these up. Finally, the online store added a Blue Man Group long sleeve shirt, short sleeve shirts, ornaments, keychains, LED drumsticks, coaster, mug, magnet, pins, and sweatshirts. All stuff that's kind of interesting as Blue Man Group closed. Maybe it's Universal's last idea of trying to get everything out to the public, as they've been selling them in the stores and on sale. I don't believe these are on sale on the online store. They might be, though. I'm not 100% sure. But you can now get this stuff, and my guess is it's going to be limited time, so you probably want to grab it before it's gone. So that's everything that I could find in Universal Studios Orlando this week. If you found this helpful and want to see more of it, leave a like and or subscribe, as it'll give you notifications whenever I upload more weekly videos. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. You're a living legend for making it here. However, I don't want this to go on for a while, so I'm going to end it here and say this is Wunu, signing off.